Gray Man, what are we doing?
We are torturing ourselves to no end by putting a ton load of data in a spreadsheet, so I will never be able to forget with my feeble mind what I did on my 2024 Appalachian Trail thru hike. I'm trying to put in all the data so I'll have it to look back on and to share with you fun folks out there.
I'm so glad we're on a beach vacation together so we can work on this.
I hate the beach. Good morning and welcome to Gray Man Walking. Gray Man sitting outside his vacation rental in Nags Head right now. And I finally have finished this last video that I've been working on. So I want to talk to you all this morning about the spreadsheet that I've created with Slider's help. I wanted to try to get pretty much all my trail data in one document so I could look back, refer to it, and we're gonna make it available where y'all can click on it and check it out if you want to. But that's what we're into today, so here goes. We finally got a spreadsheet done with a whole lot of the information of my thru hike in it, and I'm just gonna go through a couple things, and we'll make this available for you all to look and dig around in it if that's something that interests you. But over here on the left, we've got the air date of our videos and then the actual date and which trail day it was for me. The title of the videos, the description of the videos, which I may add a little bit too. That's something I can do without messing up anything on YouTube. I can go back and edit those things at any time. I may fill in a little bit of stuff there as I go forward for my own benefit. So here's something that y'all may find interesting. I've got the miles that I did for each day, and then the cumulative miles, the steps that y'all have already seen. I put in where I stayed, the lodging at different places, or even where I camped on the trail. Whenever there was lodging and expenses, we've got expenses over here by the side. We've got gear expenses that I bought on the trail, meal expenses on the trail, the groceries, any transportation costs I have. And this shows when I received cash at different times during the trail, and then the elevation gain y'all have already seen. We got a little column for the guest hikers, and then some other hikers that I saw on the trail and any other little notes. So as we go down, we highlighted a couple things. These are all the hostels that I stayed at. I think there was 15. Is that right?
I think so.
This was my biggest mileage day, was 22. That was the biggest elevation loss. And where was the biggest elevation gain?
Presidentials,
yeah. So over 6,000 feet. So we put a little, what would you describe that as? A
synopsis.
There you go. Good word. So we've kind of fine-tuned our expenses a little bit. Shows that the gear I bought pre-trail and the gear I bought on the trail, the lodging costs, the meals, groceries, transportation, the cash, and total spent. There's the steps, the elevation gain loss. I had 21 0 days, 17 Nero days. So the average mile per day overall was 11.6. The average mile with that, if you took the Neros out, would have been 12.8. And if you'd have took Neros and the zeros out, I would have averaged 14.6 in that time period. My starting tag number at Amicalola Falls was 332. When I went through Harper's Ferry, I was hiker number 267. And then when I finished at Katahdin, I believe I was 476. So now we have a tab down below for the gear, which shows you all what I bought pre-trail and what post-trail costs would have been. So just remember that's on a separate tab. So I think that's about it. This should have in black and white everything I'll need to keep my memory fresh about what I did out there. And I don't know if any of you out there want to geek out enough to look through this stuff, but now I have it to where I can keep it.
Hey Padre, I guess this is going to be my last little slurb in your big adventure that took you over 6 months. I was there dropping you off at the beginning, and I get to put a little bit at the end. Just wanted to let you know, really proud of you for accomplishing what you did. It's a very big achievement. I have to say, I'm not surprised, kind of like most of us, knowing who you are and, you know, just the outlook you have on everything. We knew that you set out to do it, and as long as you didn't have some kind of injury or slip up or some kind of unsuspected illness that took you off, you know, we knew you were going to finish. So not surprised, but I'm impressed and I'm proud of you. I enjoyed the whole thing with my little part. You know, beginning our little trip down to Georgia, that was a lot of fun. Dropping you off in the woods, leaving you for dead, that was weird. I didn't expect to feel the way I felt when I left, but it was a little more than what I was expecting. But you made it. We all made it. That was good. So that trip was fun, and then our almost 2 weeks of shuttling around the Roanoke area, we had a good time, you know, up and down the highway, and in the evenings got to sit around and hang out a lot. That was nice. And then the 120-mile death march, as you call it, was another memorable tally in the long line of torturous Burkholder adventures, as your son-in-law so eloquently put it. It's a true fact. But even being torturous, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It's something I'll remember forever. I'm glad we got to do it together. It's definitely an experience out there. I know you said you thought I might have gotten the short end of the deal, being at the end of not much of the trail community aspect of it, but I got to see a little bit of it at the end, and that was a lot of fun. We had a good time at the Able Bridge with everybody that ended up there at that time, so that was really cool. But just overall, super impressed, super proud. Like I said, we knew you were going to do it as long as nothing happens, so that was to be expected. But congratulations, and on to the next one. Love you.
Figured I'd film this in my natural habitat. While old Gray Man was out there wandering through the forest, I was here at my desk doing trail secretary stuff. And also other stuff, because I have a job, because I'm not retired like Gray Man. That's not what this is about. Oh, gray man, father, dad. Where do I begin? Let's start at the beginning. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to do whatever you were doing. If it was fun, for sure, yeah. Sign me up. If it was torture, like working on the farm, doing manual labor, still resounding yes. Sign me up. But, you know, slithering into small spaces to clean out a water tank with a opening maybe about that big. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter if it was fun. Didn't matter if it was torture. Didn't matter. I wanted to go because it meant that we got to hang out. So naturally, when you were going to be on this adventure, hiking the AT, there was no question as to whether or not I would tag along at some point. So I did get to tag along on a daily, being trail secretary, which, you know, was nice because I felt like, you know, I got to hang out with you a little bit every day, and, you know, didn't make it seem like you were out there all alone in the woods. So, you know, I had to come because that's what we've always done. And it was also no question as to where I was going to hike with you, which was Vermont. I'm wearing my sweatshirt. Because we'd never been, right? So I had to go, had to get there first, and I did. But I really enjoyed that. I think you know that more than anyone, and you all watching know how much I enjoyed being out there with my dad. You know, maybe I said this on a live before, but you know, we don't have any baggage, so it was pure bliss is really the only way to describe it. And as a mother of three, getting to empty my noggin and traipse through the forest for 6 days was really, really lovely. But I do have one regret, and that was that I didn't come out sooner, because then I could have hiked with you more. A few days here, a few days there, 10 days here, 12 days there. So, you know, whenever you decided, I know that Brewer was going to do the 100-mile with you and going to summit with you because he was already there, so why not? But when you invited me to come procure you and hike with you, I was very, very excited because I got to come out and hike some more, and I also got to check off another state. I'd never been to Maine before. So 2 birds, one really, really, really big stone. All this to say, doing all of these things with you, growing up, tagging along, taught me a lot about how to be stubborn in a probably good way and a bad way, but that's not what that's about either. How to be persistent, how to put in the work, how to follow through, which is clearly necessary to pound 2,200 plus miles of trail. So I'm really proud of you, and I'm really thankful that I got to tag along on this adventure with you. And it was fun being your trail secretary, even though I fussed a little bit. I'm kind of sad to see it go, just a little bit. So enjoy your retirement. I love you. And I'll be sending my babysitting dates for the long trail directly.
All right. That's it. I certainly want to thank Slider, my daughter, for all the effort she's put into helping me record this thru-hike. Appreciate Chad and Brewer coming out and walking big chunks of the trail with me, and all my other family members and friends who came out to share this trail experience I appreciate all that very much. I certainly appreciate all the support I got from Beth. I couldn't have asked for any more. I appreciate you all. You know, you've been very loyal, very supportive, very encouraging. All your comments overwhelmingly positive, and that means more to me than you know. This is the last of the videos that I have planned. I do intend to make a medical appointment, get my blood work numbers updated, and see if if it is something turned up, maybe trail related, I'd do another health update, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But that's it. 2024 AT thru hikes in the books. I can honestly say I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It was quite the experience. I'm glad you all came along. So I'm just going to leave you with this one final thought.